Alright, welcome into another My Thoughts type of video. This time it's gonna be with the Earth Spirit. Earth Spirit, of course, is newly released hero to Dota 2. I've never played him in Dota 1 setting, so my first experience was from Dota 2. And I have to say, this hero is really fun to play, and also kind of OP in some certain scenarios. How many kills you can get, how many situations you can prepare for yourself or your team is quite insane, and it's not really comparable to any other hero in the game. I was kind of thinking what could be compared to this hero with the mobility aspect, control aspect, and how many spells and situations you can create. I don't think there's one. I think this is a solely new type of a hero that they released into Dota. So, of course, you have a free spells, Boulder Smash, Rolling Boulder, and Geomagnetic Grip, plus ulti. Plus, you have a Stone Remnant, which is an additional feature that improves and enhances your spells if you are using them in relation to the Stone Remnant. So this hero is very complicated, very complex, and you have to be very precise to play him. And exactly what I thought is gonna happen, happened. So if you just play the hero, it's okay. It's fine, it's good in some senses. But if you master it, if you are precise with it, it's amazing hero that can give you 6 kills all over the place in around 1 minute that you're gonna be seeing in this clip. So in this video, I'm gonna be going through the situations, through the gameplay that I kind of experience in my time playing the hero. So we're gonna be, of course, starting with the main thing, and that is the instant stun. You have a one combo that starts with a Geomagnetic Grip to your Remnant. So you cast a Remnant behind the opponent hero, instantly clicking on Geomagnetic Grip, then you're going for Rolling Boulder so you can get behind him and you push him, or basically kick him into the opposite direction that he is in. So on a mid, it's a perfect situation because you can push him into a tower. Basically, you can push him to a point that he needs to run through you back to his place, back to his tower. And in those aspects, from a mid, because you can get Fast Bottle, Arcane Boots, you have enough damage to kind of conquer him. This is one of the easiest combos and easiest stuns that are in a game, period. There is nothing comparable to stun appearing behind you, and it's not taking even second. You can get people with BKBs, they just cannot react to it, and that I think is the biggest problem of this hero for people that kind of playing against him, is that fact that you cannot really react to it. It's just too fast, plus with your ulti, you can conquer heroes as soon as you hit level 6. Another feature is absolutely insane mobility of this hero. He can reach you with a stun, through the Rolling Boulder and Stone Remnant. So you go Rolling Boulder, cast a Stone Remnant, then you're reaching around 2000 distance plus your stun, additionally 800 distance, and you are reaching almost 3000 distance on a stun. Right now this action is gonna be it's gonna be 4 kills in a matter of a minute. So this is the type of a hero that has a mobility of a Storm, for example, but Storm uses his ulti, and it reduces his mana pool by like 60-70% if he goes really far. 2000 range with this hero is it's 2 clicks of spells, and 1 costs basically no mana. You're not really using any resources to do this other than Stone Remnants, which are, getting back each 35 seconds, and that's not really a resource that you care about. You are mostly gonna have enough Stone Remnants. So as you see, insane mobility, this action took around 1 minute to kill 4 heroes on the bot lane and then on the top lane. Very easy to do, and that is also aspect that this hero is really insane. If you are running around, if you are helping your team, and that's what it's about. Like, it's not about farming, it's not about getting creeps. That's kind of pointless. If somebody builds Midas and he just farms, sorry, that's not the hero. The hero is getting 6 kills in 1 minute. If you can get that, you won a game. And that's not hard. I did it in like 40% or 50% of my games, I got these kills. And it's extremely, as I said, the stun in relation, when you are Rolling Boulder. We have right now 920 when I'm going. 921, I'm there. 923, he is under stun of my Venge. So it took 3 seconds for him to get into the position that he cannot survive from. And that I think is very huge. Right now I have a TP in the situation, I see something on the bot lane, I go to the bot lane, and the action continues. Because, this would be action for no hero, okay? They are already too far away from the tower, but with this hero, I can still stun them very easily. Right now I don't have ulti, so I have to actually trade for some certain time, so I silence them, I run around them. Of course, this is sacrificing, which I actually, if there's a carry and a mid hero, and you are sacrificing your life to it, that usually is very good, okay? Because as I said, you are utilities hero, you are a utility hero. you're not gonna be building the highest tier items, mostly. I, from a mid, am ending games in like 60-70% of the games. I'm ending games in around 10 to 15 minutes. The game ends at that point because I have so many kills, so many situations. I killed everybody on the map basically from the enemy hero. Doesn't really matter what hero it is, I kill them at that time in like 70% of my games. So I'm winning games based on the how much I do in the beginning as an Earth Spirit. So I'm seeing, right now you're seeing more and more actions with the mobility use and the stun. We're gonna go into another features later on, which is like a team fight, which is like operation that you can save your allies. But just the stun, I want you to see the stun plus the mobility. That's insane, and no other hero has that. Of course, this hero works best with the functional allies. So if you have allies that are not really giving two shits about you, you can solo people from a mid mostly because you have of course the items and the level sooner, as I said. You can solo people pretty easily. But the bad part is that if you don't have functional allies, it's gonna be kind of wasted hero. If you're functional allies, it's gonna be absolutely amazing experience. One thing to mention with the Rolling Boulder 2, the mobility aspect of it, if you're a Maleficist, the hero tends to teleport away from you. In this certain situations, which I need to feature, I need to highlight it, I had no idea my hero went there. I had no idea this happened, because if you look at my hero, he just teleports. Rolling Boulder removes trees and travels. This time, it teleports. Because there was a Maleficist on me, it clicked when I was actually going for the roll, and apparently the hero teleported, so I was very confused when the hero just appeared there. Sven was watching his hero, I was watching my hero was back to the place that I was casting the spell, so unfortunately couldn't really react to it. I think it's a bug that's gonna be fixed. So back to the features of this hero, teamfight, control over teamfight. That's what makes this hero for me perfect. You can stun people, you can stun them, you can control the situation with the silence plus your ulti. So right now I'm gonna be focusing on the situations that are in a video. These situations so far looks pretty good. We got one kill. Right now I'm casting ulti on one guy. I'm gonna recast it with Storm Remnant, plus stunning them, plus disabling Sven. I'm putting him on a high ground, activating my Ghost Scepter, so there was another carry, Nevermore, so he couldn't really reach me. And of course the action is gonna finish pretty easily because I can get there, I can actually stun him. So just with the overall control, few simple clicks, like 5-6 clicks, I got Sven isolated from his team, I got ulti on everybody, I got silence on everybody, stun on everybody, and that is very easy feature. Of course, you have to be very active, so you have to see kind of what's happening on the map. Then you can get very easy kills, very easy finishers, because you have that mobility, you have that certain damage that you can pull off. So kind of similar, for me, it's a similar gameplay that I play with the Invoker. I'm trying to be very active, I'm trying to see what's happening on the map, if there's a Sunstrike to cast, if there's a TP that I can go to Cold Snap, then maybe Sunstrike. So I'm definitely playing with my team with these type of heroes, and this hero really reminds me also of Pudge. My Pudge, I like to be active. I'm not staying on a mid, I'm not doing anything necessarily with the farming. I have one of the lowest farms, but one of the highest XP gains, because I'm going through places, I'm killing people, I'm killing their mid, their carry, their offlane, everything. This is another action that I'm doing with the axe. So as I said, it's important when you don't have ulti, it's important to run with somebody. And I'm very comfortable saying, if I had a person that would be communicating with me on a Skype or something, and he would be playing like a bounty hunter or any support with some certain ability like stun or disable, like for example even CM, Rubik, it can be actually whatever, I would be comfortable saying I would have more than 85% win ratio. Does not matter how many games I would play with this hero, because it is that strong. The preparation that he can do for other heroes to succeed is absolutely amazing. It can be just 2 heroes in the beginning, that is enough. If somebody's ganking to your mid, or if you're ganking with somebody, that is enough to completely own the opponent team in around 80%, I think, and 80% amount of games. So here, the situation still continues. We are still picking out kills because I can reach anywhere that I want. The action is never gonna stop. This is gonna be 2-minute actions filled with like a 10 kills. Of course, you can be saying that's the enemy team, and also that's one thing I should mention before like making judgment on this hero. This is still first 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, whatever it's gonna be. Then you're gonna see this video. So people may think later on how to counter this hero and what's the counter to this hero, okay? So far people are just not really so careful, okay? Right now we are just still picking heroes. This is still continuous action. It's been like 5-6 kills already, and that's not stopping. So people are clumping together for the stun. People are not really that careful. But the question is, can you be careful? Can you be careful when there's an instant stun appearing behind you? Plus the follow-up is a slow, is a kick. So to me, it's very hard to be careful with this hero, and that is the main feature of this. You can't really counter it. I don't think you can counter it. I play with against almost everything. And I always found out my space in a game, this perfect stun, the perfect ulti, the perfect slow. I always found these features, these skills that I can use in a team fight. I was helping, even feeding, let's say. Like, I was playing support. I didn't want to play support, but, you know, I was kind of forced to against tri-lane. And I was doing very fine. So this hero is really amazing. You can also save a carry that does not understand the concept of enemy heroes. So if your carry does not understand there's a gank coming and you have to buy back to actually save him, you can do that. In some cases, it's gonna help because you're gonna save him. The carry in this case was kind of weird. He was like running around. He was literally running around. And I saved him again here. Unfortunately, he does not understand, as was mentioned, the concept of the heroes are not disappearing after you run first time away. So, yeah, unfortunately, that wasn't the case for this one. But other than that, there's a lot of saving options that you can do. There's a lot of annoyance you can actually pull off on the enemy team, because with your smash, you can put them on places they can't really do too much about. So this hero overall to me is very functional. As I said in my close look, he has everything. He has silence, slow, ulti overtime damage. He has instant stun, which I think is the most important part. That is very unique to this hero, that instant stun, instant initiation. So this hero to me is one of the best heroes in the game right now. One of the best mids in the game. And yeah, that's the thoughts video. I'm definitely going to be playing him again in a near future. Because this hero to me is the one to play to slightly improve your win ratio. It is that good. So thank you for watching. That's going to be with my thoughts. I'm definitely going to play him again very soon.